us know if it's a problem that seems like it cannot be solved, then what do we do, Brother Yomi Love?
Okay, if there's a problem that cannot be solved, we're looking at it. We're looking at it through our physical eyes, or we're looking at it through our mortal mind. We have to tap into that. Once again, we go back to that invisible power within us. We have to tap into that spirit within us. You know, we have to look at things from a spiritual perspective. We have to look at things from a higher perspective. Like Brother Rosby said earlier, there's always a higher thought or a positive thought. There's always a different way we can view things. And if we view things from that higher perspective, that spiritual perspective, everything is in divine order. So, you know, even if you see positive and negative on a physical level, on a higher level, it's bringing balance. Everything is always in balance. You have both. So when we're looking at things and we see trouble or problems, we're looking at things from a lower level. We're looking at things from a mortal level when we're actually cosmic beings. So we have to tap in and look at things, you know, not necessarily with our two physical eyes, but with that inner eye, and look at things from that spiritual perspective. From a spiritual perspective, there's always a solution. From that higher perspective, there's always a solution. Everything is in divine order. So we just have to change our paradigm, or change our reference, change the way we're looking at things, and we will come up with solutions. You know, when we tap into that invisible power, that power within us, we find guidance, we find our intuition, we find imagination. You know, so this is one of the problems with this Western world. They rely so much on the intellect when we have to really rely on the spirit. The spirit is, you know, will provide solutions where the intellect can't provide solutions. We have to tap into that divine consciousness, that divine mind, rather than just our human mortal mind that will see problems. When it really can be, you know, sometimes the things we look at as problems or obstacles are actually helping us to become better, they're helping us to grow.
Absolutely.
When one door closes, another one opens, you know, so there's always opportunity if you keep yourself open to the possibility of opportunity.
Absolutely. So the brother gave an explanation and the answer to, if there's a problem that seems like it cannot be solved, Brother Yomi told me that you just have to raise your vibration by tuning in. And that means that meditating and partnering with your spiritual life force. And meditating, even though you have meditated, it could be prayer. See? It's basically pray on it, look into it, believe that it's possible to change the situation. What the brother mentioned, and it's good, you know, when you have something that seems like it's so impossible to do, you're going to raise your vibration by tuning in, and the way you do that is by meditating. Am I right, Brother Yo?
Yes, that's one of the ways, definitely meditating.
So, right.
You know, like we said before, you want to slow down physically to speed up your vibration, or to speed yourself up spiritually.
Right.
You know, so it's meditation, it's prayer, it could be a walk.
Right.
You know,
clear your mind. Think clearly.
Sometimes, you know, even going to sleep, you go to sleep with a problem, you wake up with the answer.
You can talk to people too, right? Am I right? Like something seems like it's so you can't figure it out, you're overthinking. Maybe you can just speak to someone. People go to the guru, the therapist, or the family member. You sometimes talking it out too. Okay, there's something that people are gonna be like, wow. So
just be careful with that, you know.
Talking to people.
Yeah. Talk to the right people, like you said, your gurus, or you know, make sure they're on a positive vibration.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So now, listen up, people. Question on page 46. Do you listen more to the devil or the angel on your shoulder? Hello. Who do you listen to? The devil or the angel on your shoulder? Brother Blue, who you listen to? Brother Ryan? Answer, Brother Ryan.
It has to be an angel.
Okay.
According to the way society is run, the angel is the good one, right? But the
Exactly,
devil
and
is
that's,
always
Right.
close.
and that's how we try to live our
And that's
lives.
why he's saying, who do you listen to? So that now, when you're putting your new consciousness, then you would know that you ain't gonna listen to the devil because it's all negative. You know, nothing good that's gonna come out of listening to the devil, right, Brother Yomi?
Right.
The key is, do you recognize that it is the devil whispering in your ear?
Yes.
That is the key question.
That's it. That's the key. What is the key question, Rasby?
Do you recognize whether or not it's the devil or the angel whispering in your ear?
Based on
Sometimes that
the
depends
message.
on what you want to do.
And it's a message. What the message that you're getting, that's going to determine who is giving you that message. Am I right?
Either way, you have to determine.
You have to determine, right?
And
So-
you determine by your feelings. Once again, I want to go back to your feelings is your connection with that your inner self, your inner knowing, your intuition, your spirit, your higher self. You know, when you're thinking and you feel negatively, that's a sign that you're not in tune or aligned with your spirit or your higher self. So, you know, when we think negatively, we naturally feel bad. You know, when you start feeling, you know, some people have thoughts of, you know, suicidal thoughts or self-hate or low self-esteem, you feel bad. But your higher self, your spirit, knows you are perfect, you are whole, you are complete. So you can tell the way to determine is by your feelings, right? Are those thoughts you're thinking, are they raising your vibration, raising your feelings?
Right.
That's a sign that you're thinking the way your higher self. You're seeing yourself the way your higher self sees you. You're seeing the world the way the higher self sees you. You know, once again, your higher self, your spirit sees order, sees perfection. You know, so that devil again is devaluing you. You know, and so, you know, if you're having negative feelings, that's the devil talking to you, right? So you want to listen to those thoughts that give you a positive feeling, you know, that uplift you. Okay, so that's how you determine. So just want to add that in.
Well said. And you know, Brother Yomi just mentioned it with this conversation when he mentioned that an obstacle in your path may be your divine redirection, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I always say that sometimes when people come to me and things are happening to them and it seems the worst, and I says, no, it's just a message. It's just maybe something that's telling you that you need to really think more clearly of what is going on, or you may need to focus more on you. Sometimes people say, Sister Uchi, this is happening, I'm sick and this is going on. I say sometimes when you're ill, it's for you to relax and rest and focus more on you than anything else. Because sometimes people, they're going, and your body gets tired, and in order for your body to get attention, when you get sick and you cannot go anymore, you can only focus on what is going on with you. So you have to make changes and look into that. So brother, tell us more about what, like you said, an obstacle in your path may be a divine direction. Brother Blue, you agree with that? Sometimes things happen, obstacle in your path may be the divine redirection, directing your life. Something happened to you.
Okay.
Is it time for you to focus on you? You break your foot, you're running up and down, and you break your knee, you break your foot. You can't run anymore because you're doing too much. So now you're relaxed at home, nursing that injury. So you're paying attention to you. Brother, Romy, am I right?
Yes. So
Tell us more about it.
so an obstacle in your path may be a redirection, and this is the framework we want to have. We want to see the positive in everything. Like Brother Blue said, there's positive and negative in everything, right? So you want to be able to focus on the positive and not the negative. If you just focus on it as a rejection or an obstacle and not see, you may miss the blessing. The blessing could be it's redirecting you on another path. That path that you were going on was not ultimately the best path for you. So a lot of times, you know, you have an obstacle and it actually turns into a blessing later on. Like you said, you could get sick, and that may be what makes you weller in the future. A lot of people, once they're sick, vibrationally, they're more well than they, because a lot of times we take for granted our health. But when we become sick, then we want to be well. That vibration becomes stronger. That wellness vibration becomes stronger in our lifetime. And I've noticed with a lot of healers, they had some major disease or some major illness they had to overcome earlier on in their life that put them on that path of healing. So, our obstacles
Can be motivation.
can be motivation. They can actually be for our betterment if we take them as such, as we take it as a redirection and not become attached to one specific outcome. There's always, like we said a few minutes ago, there's always that higher perspective. You may not be able to see the whole picture, but there's always, if you trust in that divine balance, that divine order, that everything is working out in your favor, those things that were obstacles actually can be used for your betterment. They help you grow. They say growth is outside your comfort zone. So those obstacles may push you out of your comfort zone and force you to grow. Sometimes you're sick, and then you learn to become more healthy than you were before you got sick.
Wow.
Sometimes it's a lot of people, they grow up in poverty, and that just gives them that burning desire to become wealthy.
Very good. Brian, any question? Anything else?
No
Wow,
question.
this is deep, 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 deep. So I was reading also about love, because love is basic thing in life.
Well,
Fundamental.
Yomi love, so.
Yomi love. And Yomi love says love. And it's so good that we're doing this, because everything is going toward healing. It says in page 53, love is the most healing emotion in the world, because it opens us to the life and
Life
show
force.
us life, and show us how energy is able to create. So you can imagine love. And he said it's the most healing emotion. And we're talking about healing.
Yes. Yeah. So once again, we said disease comes from our energy becoming stagnant, becoming blocked. It leads to dis-ease, right? So, and we said the lowest frequency is fear. Fear closes us off, right? When we're in fear, we naturally close ourselves off. We're not open to things. We're closed off. But love opens us up. Love is an opener. You're open to everything. You're open to life. So in order for that energy to flow, which is our most healthy state, is when our energy is flowing with ease, not dis-ease, is when we're in those higher vibrations, so those higher emotions, and love being the highest of them. That's when we're the most open. When we're feeling love, we're open to everybody. We're open to the circumstances. We can see the beauty in every circumstance. We can see the beauty in everyone. When we're in love, that state of love, we recognize the oneness. One love. You can't love one thing without loving everything. You recognize the connection, the interconnectedness of everything. So you're open to everything. You're open to what others may perceive as a problem. You see it. You see the solutions. You see the beauty in every situation. That's love. You're open to everything. So once you're open to everything, the energy is flowing, and that's why it's the most. That's what we need. That's our most healthiest. That optimal health is when that energy is flowing, without any blockages. So.
Wow. And that's why your name is Yomi Love.
Yes, I took on the name Love because I want to operate from that highest of high frequencies.
Very good.
And we're speaking about all aspects of the word love.
Love.
Because, you talk about love, that can mean many different things.
Love is love.
Love to love, yeah.
But is that true?
Love is love.
It's love.
There's no other way to put it. Love is love. There's no other way. Love is love.
Because based on what Yomi is saying, one of my flashbacks was, okay, you meet a young lady and you're in love. You can walk on water.
You might be in life.
The way you feel.
Right.
In life.
Is that what you're talking about, Yomi?
Sleep
everything looks fine. The sun is not behind the cloud. The sun is halfway behind the cloud and not fully behind the cloud. You know, I mean, the glass is half full, not half empty.
Right,
That's how the thing. That's how you look at everything. You know.
Yeah, I mean that just shows that, you know, when you're in love, it shows the power of your consciousness, your perspective changes. Everything is beautiful when you're in love. You know, so
when you're in love with what? With life.
Whatever you choose to be in love with.
Okay.
So yes, you can be in love with a woman, you can be in love with life, you can be, you know, some people are in love, you know, with nature.
That's what I was looking for.
Right.
In love, but that's a wide.
Right.
So in love, so it covers every aspect of life.
Absolutely.
Every aspect. The same way.
In a positive way.
Yes.
Yes, definitely. Because people were saying, I beat you up because I love you. Hello?
No.
You beat me up because you love me? And I want you to know whatever they want, whatever it is they tell you, men tend to do that. The woman, and genocide. I cut you, I stab you, I did this to you because I love you.
No, that's not love.
That's not love.
You know, we don't want to. The word is misused or overused at times.
Absolutely.
And I think, you know, Brother Roski was just bringing up the point that, you know, there's that love, that, you know, that romantic love. But
yes.
I'm talking about not just that romantic love, but just love. You know, love can be for life. Love can be, you know, for anything.
Right.
You know, beauty. You can find the beauty in everything if you're looking at things through that love consciousness.
All right. Okay, so we are going back to health and wellness, because I always want to take it back. The book again by Yomi Love, and we're talking about cosmic conscious creators by Yomi Love. And we are interviewing him.
Ask a question, Coach, and then we have to ask Brother Yomi at 9:45 to tell us how we can get that book, etc.
Okay. All right. So and he says, and now we are talking about food. The foods we eat, the people we interact with, and the music that we listen to have an impact on our parameters of energy. If it elevates your vibration, it is life enhancing. If it dims our vibration, it is life depleting. It is very easy to differentiate unhealthy food from healthy food. We may eat food that tastes good and satiate our appetite, but we don't feel good and we feel sluggish afterwards. And healthy food is difficult for the body to digest. Take us there, Brother Yomi.
Yeah, so once again, it's very easy, like I said, it's very easy to differentiate, you know, positive food or healthy food from unhealthy food. You know, everything is energy. So the food itself is energy, or it should be energy. It should be increasing your energy. Your food should be fuel to the body. Like we said, it can be medicine or it can be poison. So you should be enlivened. You should have more energy after you consume food. And this goes with everything, you know, not just food, but, you know, if you're consuming a television or you're consuming a conversation with somebody else, is that leaving you feeling more energized? Or is it leaving you feeling like your energy is depleted? We all know food that depletes our energy. We all know people that, damn, you know, you're just depleted after talking to this person. They just suck your energy. You know, you have energy vampires. So we say, is it really food if you don't feel energized afterward? We have these things that are denatured food. So again, we want to eat ITAP, we want to eat natural foods, we want to eat actual foods.
Live food.
Live food. Absolutely, Brother Yomi. And Rasbi's here to listen to you know, attest to what I'm saying. My granddaughter is 8 years old. She was 7 then. And she watched the movie. Where you tell the story when Samantha couldn't sleep and all that.
Well,
I mean, talking about the music, the vibration, what you listen to. Yeah. So we want to give an example of what happened to my granddaughter.
She apparently, don't know how she got onto this thing on the phone where it must have been some sort of scary stuff on the phone, and after she watched it, she was uneasy for quite a long time. She couldn't sleep at night. She had to take her to the doctor.
Yeah, so a lot of times
On the internet.
Yeah.
So a lot of times we're not conscious of, we're taking in these vibrations.
Right,
You know,
right.
the sound has a vibration, the food has a vibration, your thoughts have a vibration. You know, so we can be taking in things and we're not conscious of what we're taking in. You know, once again, it's on a unseen level. So everything has a vibration.
Right.
So your granddaughter, you know, she was consuming something and she's not conscious enough at that time to be discerning of, you know, whether it's affecting her positively or negatively. And, you know, that just shows the power of, you know, what we're taking in. And of course, they're more susceptible at an earlier age.
Wow.
And we have to be more careful about what they're taking in.
Right. Very good. So Brother Yomi, I mean, powerful. I mean, where's the book? I have the book, but you didn't bring your copy, right? So now, I mean, you have to do your thing because, like I said, this book is powerful, powerful. So Brother Yomi, showing and telling people why they should purchase the book and why you wrote this book.
Yeah, so the book is Cosmic Conscious Creators. And I wrote this book because I want us all to become aware, you know, certain conversations we have, and I've been blessed to have, you know, growing up in this village, growing up in this family, that I realized not everybody had. And just, I want people to be aware of their own power to create their reality, to live a better life if they're not living the life they want to be living. Just, you know, just by them taking control, being conscious of what they're creating through their thoughts, through their feelings, through their consciousness, and really challenging everyone to live beyond the norm or the normal or the status quo, and that we can actually grow beyond the status quo. We can be, you know, those outliers. We can be those miraculous beings. We can be those exceptional ones, and we don't have to just accept what society tells us is possible, but we can make the impossible possible, and we can make the impossible our reality if we're just focusing on what it is we want to create. What we focus on grows, and we want to constantly be growing. Once again, everything is energy, so we want to keep that energy flowing. We want to, you know, be conscious of the foods we eat, the music we listen to, the people we interact with, and whether they're, you know, there's a simple barometer. Is that interaction feeding you? Is that feeding you on an energetic level, or is it depleting you? And so once we're aware of that, and we look at everything through that framework, we become healthier. We become greater beings. We become, you know, our full potentials.
Right. So where can we get the book?
So the book is available on Amazon. You can just search for the title, Cosmic Conscious Creators, or you can search for my name, Yomi Love. You can find it on Amazon. You can find me on Facebook, Yomi Love. You can find me on Instagram, Shrine of Myrrh. You can also search Yomi Love on Instagram. It'll pop up. You know, get in touch with me. You know, I'm not hard to find. So
the name, Yomi Love.
Yes. So give thanks once again to the Global Meds family, the Circle of Life family. Peace and blessings to everybody listening. Sending much love, much light. Once again, we can all be cosmic conscious creators.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Give
give
thanks
thanks.
for
Give thanks for that.
powerful testimony.
Absolutely. And like I said, if I read the book, it's like a day and a half, really. I got it the evening, and the following day, it was it. And I was like, oh my God, I'm waiting for part 2.
This book brings home to me that based on what Brother Yomi presented here tonight, your questions, etc., that our thoughts or actions, what we do on a day-to-day basis, right? We take things for granted.
Right.
We do.
Yeah.
Right.
But if we actively think about what we are doing and why we are doing what we are doing, we can make a big change and a difference in the outcomes of our actions.
Definitely.
And this book brings that home to us. It forces us to think about the very everyday activities we go about and take for granted, and the things we do, the decisions we make, etc. And know that if we can control what we think and how we think, and the reasons behind why we think, it will make a big difference not only in our lives, but in the life of the community.
Absolutely. Shay.
And in humanity. All right?
Yes.